cruising at an 80, just ate dinner. Came down from a little bit of a high, but not too bad. Blood sugar spiked, now it's coming down nicely. I will be taking basal insulin soon, so hopefully I can maybe bump it up a little bit more. I did eat some chocolate before dinner because I was kind of riding in the low 70s, and I still wanted to pre-bolus just because I was eating fruit and granola bar as part of my dinner, and I didn't want to skyrocket from that, so I did pre-bolus, but I did have a small piece of chocolate to kind of cover that potential wait time and a potential drop down. Now, I normally do not use chocolate for treating lows due to high fat concentrations, but this particular chocolate has fat, but there must be quite a bit of sugar in it because within 15 to 20 minutes, my blood sugar will start kind of headed up. So with that, talking about all of that, we'll jump into today's video. Hey everyone, it's Maddie. Welcome back to my channel. And as you can tell by the title of this video, it is unboxing day. It is unboxing day for the Omnipod system, my starter kit, and you will get to find out if I got the Dash or the regular system. For those of you that don't know, I did choose to switch to the Omnipod insulin pump off of multiple daily injections. I've been doing multiple daily injections for almost 10 months at this point, and I wanted something more convenient for school and also having better control of basal rates, which really can only be done with an insulin pump. Now, there are definitely pros and cons to both multiple daily injections and insulin pumps, and I hope to be talking about that in the future, but I always know I have shots to back me up, or if blood sugars become so dangerously high that a shot is the only option to bring them down, that I can use. I had some confusion. They originally said they were going to send me the Dash, then when I spoke to the representative, they said they were going to send me the original system. Then in my email saying what they're going to send me was the Omnipod Dash. Then the pump trainer told me that I need to go buy Freestyle test strips for the PDM, so I'm sitting there thinking, which one am I going to get? And I know which one it is because I had to open up the box and rip off the address label and make sure everything was included, but I didn't open up any of the actual materials and what they actually look like and feel like, so I'll do that right here on camera. But I just looked and made sure I had this box, and the amount of boxes of pods that I needed, but I never actually opened the boxes to physically see the items, so that you will see today in this unboxing. But I know what system I got, and you're going to find out by the first item I pull out of the big box here. So, if you're ready to see what system I got, you'll be able to tell based upon this first item. I got the Dash, which I think it was just released not too long ago because I saw a post about that Beyond Type 1 posted something where it was just released formally, and I'm a new customer, and I knew they were tentatively looking around April-ish sometime releasing it, and we're at that. Today is the last day of April that I'm filming this. This won't probably go up until May 2nd. As a bonus video for you guys, because on Wednesday, May 1st, you will get T1D with Maddie episode 6, which you guys are going to enjoy. But I did get the Dash system, and the Dash system uses a Contour Next 1 blood glucose meter, which Bluetooth syncs to the PDM, which is really, really cool that they communicate with each other. Now, I do wear the Dexcom G6, so I only finger stick anywhere from 2 to 5 times a day. Basically, I only finger stick once in the morning and once at night to make sure the actual CGM is working, and the only other times I finger stick is if the Dexcom does not work, or I feel as if my blood sugar does not match what the Dexcom is saying. For example, the other night it was telling me I was urgently low with a blood sugar of 56 with a straight arrow headed down. I had no hypoglycemia signs. Sometimes I'm hypoglycemic aware and sometimes I'm not. So this particular time I didn't think that I was urgently low, so I checked with a meter, and sure enough my blood sugar was 99. It was about 40 milligrams per deciliter off, so therefore I had to calibrate. So I don't use a lot of meters, but I really like that this one is going to be able to communicate with the PDM. So you get the meter, and they send you 50 test strips to go with it. So these 50 test strips will last me anywhere from 10 days to 30 days, depending on how often I test. I would say probably in between that time, this probably lasts me about 2.5 to 3 weeks. So not too bad on that aspect. And then they do send 2 packs It looks like 2 packs of the Microlet Colorful Lancets. Now these ones will actually fit inside my Genteel, which is really, really cool. But these also must fit with the Lancet that comes with the meter. So I'm going to open up the meter and see what it looks like, because I just want to see. I'm curious. So I'm going to open it up after I slice things open here. I probably should have brought a knife with me. So I'm using my, like, the prongs on my charging cable to do that, but okay. So they give you a little case, which is really cool. Just a nice little basic case. It's got a little hard shell in here. There is an instruction guide. Yep, they give you this Lancet, which is, I don't want to take it out of the bag, but I already have a Lancet device, but this one actually kind of looks nice. It's a little bit bigger than the One Touch Delica that I have, so that'll be kind of nice if I want something other than the Delica, or if my Delica breaks, I have a backup. And which is cool, though, is that the Lancets that go in here do fit with my Genteel, so if I really wanted to stop using my Delica, I could. But you know what? It's always good to have backups, right? Well, actually, I have 60 test strips, because they also include 10 test strips in a box for you to sample out with. And it looks like they sent me more Lancets. 10 little Lancets again. And, ooh, control solution, which is really, really good. I have specific ones for my One Touch VarioFlex, which are the gold test strips. That's the current meter I've been using, and that is what I was given when I was diagnosed originally back in July. But that's nice. They do include control solution so that I can make sure that this meter is working properly. Another instructional insert, and then the actual meter itself. I gotta touch this. This is, oh my gosh, this meter is so skinny. Okay, my old meter is like wide and short, and you have to like hold it in the palm of your hand to actually get it to rock. But what I like is I can hold this with 2 fingers and scroll with my thumb, and I don't feel like I'm gonna drop it. This meter to me, I think, is gonna be more beneficial. Apparently my watch was trying to pick up every word I was saying. But I think this meter is gonna be way more beneficial. Basically, I know when you set up the PDM, it kind of syncs to this meter, so it'll adjust the time and date for you once you change your time and date on the PDM for daylight savings, which is really, really cool. From what I did read, this lights up red when your blood sugar is below the target range you set. It lights up green when you're in range, and orange or ambery color when you are above range, which is going to be really, really cool. It's kind of like my One Touch Vario, where it has a little arrow that points to a little colored section. If it lights up, if it points to the blue side, you're low. If you're green, you're good, and if you're red, you're high. So it's kind of a similar system, except this one uses red as low and yellow as high. So that is the meter and the test strips and the Lancet and Lancet device that come with it. Now we'll get into the other stuff that's in this particular box. So they give me a welcome kit, which if I open it up, it shows all the different instructionals, kind of welcome you along. Thank you for choosing the Dash system. I have to register it at Potter Central. It kind of shows, yep, here's what the glucose meter does. So you can see how I told you it shines red for below target, yellow or amber for above target, and then it has green for within target. So that's kind of cool that they kind of show you what this is. And there's like a pharmacy thing here for the test strips. This is a contour choice. This looks like you have like a little savings card. If you go to the pharmacy, you can use that. That's cool. Information on Gluco, which I have to set up an account yet. That is how the doctor gets all your different information from your PDM, is through Gluco. The apps haven't come out yet, but there is an Omnipod display and an Omnipod View app. Basically, the Omnipod display allows you to see what kind of happened, what you bolused for last. You can't actually bolus from your iPhone, but I think that will be a future thing. But you're allowed to see kind of what you did, your last blood sugar, your insulin on board. And it also has a little feature that you put in the widget section. So like on my phone, if I open up my phone for you guys, you see I have the Dexcom widget saying what my blood sugar is right now. It's 84, so it's doing really, really good. But with that, there's a widget that would sit right next to it, and I could see my the last bolus plus my Dexcom data all in one little area, so that I can see, okay, I have 2 units of insulin on board, but my blood sugar's headed down really fast. Then I can make a decision with my insulin pump to shut my insulin off temporarily or do a temp basal to kind of stop that. So that's really, really cool. It actually shows you right here. I'm sorry, I should have just showed you right here. There you go. So that's what that is. It gives you the accessories. It shows you that they give you a case to carry everything in. Actually, the case can actually hold the meter too, so this little meter case won't be necessary. But if I just wanted to carry the meter around, I can put it in this case. There's that. And then this is the big old Potter resource guide, which I will try to go through before I get trained. Oh, and they even give you a little I have diabetes card. That's cool. It says, call 911 for assistance. If I am unconscious or my behavior is peculiar, I may be having a reaction associated with diabetes or its treatment. I am not intoxicated. If I am able to swallow, give me sugar in some form. Juice, candy, non-diet soft drink. That's cool. But it looks like everything here. They even give you, like, this is the personal diabetes manager. I am going to my pre-pump appointment tomorrow, which is May 1st. Geez, I'm getting the month screwed up here. Can't believe we're May already. But May 1st, I'm going to my pre-pump appointment in the morning. However, when I talked to the pump trainer, something to do with, the pump trainer, she wasn't very specific on when I was going to get trained. She said something to like, oh, I'm probably not going to be able to train you till the end of May because I'm booking out. And I'm kind of going, booking out? What do you mean you should already be booked out? So she kind of used the improper term. So I'm kind of rather confused when I'm going to be trained. However, once I get this pre-pump appointment done tomorrow, it's going to be really easy and really fast. All she has to do is, the nurse, once we figure out my doses, send that kind of chart that I showed you in here. I'll find it quick. I'm sorry if you heard my phone. There was a chart in here. Hang on, I'll find it. There it is. This is the personal diabetes manager settings. I'm sure she's going to have this paper, but I'll probably bring this tomorrow just so I can fill this out along with her. In case the pump were to fail, I need a new PDM to set up, or I decide to go back on shots. I can closely mirror my dosages with this, so that's kind of nice. That is included with the book. So I'm going to slide these all back in here. Now we'll get on to the actual thing. I get to see the PDM for the first time. So it just says, congrats, Potter. This is the Personal Diabetes Manager Kit. So I'm really, really excited to see what this looks like. They come with a quick start guide for the PDM, which is really, really nice too, which is kind of like the welcome kit here. Comes with a really, really nice case. Actually, it's really nice. Like better quality than I was expecting. Yeah, so you can actually store the PDM in here. You have room for your meter, your Lancet device. Oh, this is the PDM, I think. Yeah, this is the PDM. This is the blood sugar meter, test strips, Lancet, and then you can store other things in here too. And then like room for like syringes, Lancets, and even insulin. There's even a pocket here, which is nice. You can use it for garbage or whatever. And they even have a little like handle on here, so if you're out and about. They also have a medical ID card that you can slide right in here, which is really, really nice. But this is really like good quality metal. This, like the zippers are really good quality. The material feels like it's really good quality too. I feel like it's not going to bust. Oh, and they even give you a little... Yeah, it kind of shows you how to set it up. Yep, so what I was saying was right. You have enough room in the middle for test strips or your lancing device, and then the meter and the PDM sit next to one another. They even give you this cute little dust cloth with the Omnipod logo on it, so that's cool. All kinds of goodies in here that I'm not even recognizing. So I'm going to put that away quick. And then in here, it looks like this is just the USB cable and the adapter to charge the PDM. I'm not going to open that up. Keep it clean until I actually have to use it. But this is the actual PDM. And there's more stuff under here, so I'll remove that quick. Yep, this is the PDM. Oh, it comes with the magnet. Oh, you ready to see this? Oh, it's really light. This is the battery. It is a rechargeable lithium battery. And they have a film on it. I'm not going to take the film off just yet, but it's really, really tiny. Okay, I have a plus size phone. So look how much yeah, that's my dog. She passed away a long time ago. That's Amberg. But look how tiny this thing is. I mean, it's not very big at all. And it's super thin. It feels like a really cheap smartphone, honestly. So that's cool how it communicates via Bluetooth and stuff like that. So that'll be exciting to use. So I'm going to put this back in its little sleeve because I don't need anything getting messed up. But you got to see the PDM, and I'm impressed. It's really, really light. I'm kind of sad I didn't get to try the old Omnipod out just because I like the idea of having a blood sugar meter inside the PDM. But I think that the new Omnipod Dash system has a lot of benefits to it also. Oh, they even give you a case to put on. That's nice. It's like a squishy silicone case. I actually should pop that on right away, but I probably won't do that just yet. And then a Potter's Handbook User Guide. How many papers and trees have I wasted just holding books? This is incredible to me how many books I've gotten just on the Omnipod. But good information, but still, it's like, I mean, this is like a doctor's manual. This is like, diabetes is just an experiment, and I feel like reading a book is not going to always help with that. But that's a different story for a different day. So I will set this aside, and we will move on to the actual final box, which is a baby box. A pod is actually really heavy, surprisingly. But I did get not one, not two. Good catch. Hang on. Not three. 4 boxes of pods. Because the trainings initially, if you don't know or might be switching to an insulin pump or have never ever wanted to switch to an insulin pump, whatever your circumstance, they do require that your first setup is with saline. So that wastes 1 insulin pump, which for me is 3 days worth of an insulin pump supplies, which is typical for most insulin pumps. So instead of them having to refund you back later, they just send you an extra box of pods. So in essence, I got 9, I don't want to say free, but 9 extra, because I am going to be wasting 1 without insulin in it. It's a saline trial just to make sure that my doses are correct and that ensures safety and that there's no mistakes made originally when I first learned how to insert this and put this on my body. But this is what the pods look like. And I'm very, very pleased with that. That's like one of the first things I talked about to the representative. I said, are you going to replace that pump that I had to put saline in? Because I'm paying for an insulin pump. I'm not paying for a saline pump. If I wanted saline in my body, I'll go to the hospital and have them put some saline in me. But she said, no, that's totally fine. But if you don't know what the pods look like, they're like this. It comes with a syringe body and a syringe cap, which is right here. I'm sitting there looking for it. Then here's the actual pod itself. They have a blue cap, a blue cannula cap. And then in here is the internals. And you see this kind of pink looking dot. I'm not sure if this was with the old Omnipods, but I know for sure with the Dash, when the cannula deploys, you can look through it through the view window. But you can also look right here at this little pink thing. And this little pink thing will move down to where this kind of yellowy white circle is. And that indicates that the cannula was properly deployed. So it's a very easy way for you to know if that cannula was properly inserted. If you inserted it, say, in a spot on your arm and you couldn't exactly look at the view window, or you didn't have somebody to look through that view window to look at the blue cannula, the little pink indicator will gladly show you that. But you get 10 pods in a box, and 10 pods last you a month. You change it out every 3 days. So I've got enough here for 4 months, or just shy of 4 months, because one of the pods will be on sailing. So I think I showed you everything here in the unboxing, but super exciting that I got the Omnipod Dash. And I know some of you were kind of curious as to what system I was getting because of the Switch, and I got the Dash. So for those of you that are on the old system and are looking at switching to the Dash, look forward to me doing lots of reviews about the Dash system, seeing if I really like it, and stuff like that. But I don't have to worry about upgrading to any new system if I want, because I am completely good with the Dash system. Yeah, but I definitely like the thinness of the PDM, but again, I don't like having a separate meter, but big deal, I have a Dexcom, so to me, it's kind of like a win-win or a win-lose, like it doesn't really matter. It's kind of a horse apiece kind of thing. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing of the Omnipod Dash system. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to those that have supported my channel. It means more to me than you ever thought. Let me know if any of you Omnipod users switch to the Dash or want to switch to the Dash. And any of you that have had the Omnipod system or are on the Omnipod system, please continue to leave me tips, suggestions, good places for insertion sites, etc., because I'm going to take all the information I can learn from other people and all the experiences and put it into my experience to have the best experience possible. Again, I'm going to do more into why I chose the Omnipod, and what led me to do an insulin pump and not multiple daily injections. Like I said, I don't mind multiple daily injections, but one of the main reasons I decided to go against injections at this point is because going back to school, I need to be able to just hit from a push of a button, be able to give myself an injection at any time or give myself insulin. So I didn't want to be giving myself continuous shots because I do have a lot of lab classes. So anyways, before I babble on anymore, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you did. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I post videos every week about type 1 diabetes, plus more about my life. And until tomorrow for regularly scheduled videos, take care, God bless, be kind, spread positivity, and be thankful. I love you all, and have a great rest of your day. And happy May. May is coming up really, really quickly. I can't believe this month has flown by. And this month of May, I know, is just going to fly by super fast. So anyways, bye.